Hello, good evening, and happy 4th of July. We have a packed house tonight at Colburn Park with the 7-21 Newark Pilots hosting the 16-10 Geneva Red Wings. The Pilots have won 3 of their last 4 matchups against Geneva, and since the calendar has flipped to July, the Pilots have won 2 of 3. The most recent a come-from-behind 5-3 victory in Onondaga last night. The Pilots have not won back-to-back games all season and will turn to their 6'3" right-hander from DeSales University in Somers, Connecticut, Adam Donovan, to do so. Donovan is making his league-leading 6th start of the year. He's 0-4 with a 9.00 ERA. His 4 losses lead the perfect game league. In 20 previous innings pitched, he's allowed 26 hits, 25 runs, 20 of those earned. He's walked 21 and struck out 7. His walks, runs, and earned runs given up all rank in the top 4 in the league as well. He was good in his last start against Mohawk Valley, pitching into the 6th, allowing just 3 hits and 1 unearned run in the no decision. The defense behind Adam Donovan looks like this. Left to right in the outfield, it's Josh Loeffler, Mark McKenna, and Ober Torres. Left to right in the infield, it's Zach Santoro, Jorge Leon, Graham Hackbarth, and Will Alaka. Donovan, it's Jonathan Parker. It's a beautiful 77-degree bluebird night here at Colburn Park in Newark, New York. You're listening to Frank Casala on the Newark Pilots Radio Network. Now, it's time for some 4th of July baseball. Digging in to face Adam Donovan to lead off this game for Geneva. It's Yohei Ishiyama from Nihon University in Japan. The left-hander digs in, and we are ready for some baseball. First pitch swinging, popped it up. McKenna back, Torres back. McKenna still back, finds it in front of the wall to make the play for a 1-pitch out to start this evening. First pitch is 7:04 Eastern Time here in Western New York. 1 pitch went out, and that'll bring up Dominic Tosa, batting .320 with a .414 on-base percentage in 9 previous games. He'll play short tonight for the Red Wings. First pitch from Donovan, taken letter high, ball 1. Geneva comes into tonight's matchup 16-10, 5.5 games behind the leaders, the Jamestown Jammers, but have lost 4 in a row. This one's grounded to Leon. He'll charge it, he'll glove it, and he'll fire to Alaka, who keeps his foot on the bag for the 2nd out of the inning. So the first 2 men retired for Adam Donovan. And that will bring up the catcher, Jake Evans. Jake Evans will dig in to the left-handed batter's box. The catcher. Last time Geneva was here, hit a 2-run triple that just missed being a game-tying home run in the Red Wings' 4-3 loss. Pops this first pitch up. Torres back, still back, finds it in front of the wall to make the play to end this inning. Geneva goes 1-2-3 on 4 Adam Donovan pitches to start this game. We played in half an inning here at Colburn Park. Red Wings nothing. Newark Pilots coming to bat. Welcome back. Bottom of the first inning. Adam Donovan got the Red Wings to go 1-2-3 on just 4 pitches to start this game. The Pilots will take their swings against left-handed pitcher Slater O'Brien. 6'5" from the Bronx, pitches at St. Joseph's in Pennsylvania. O'Brien is making his 6th start of the year, similar to Donovan, and his 3rd start here at Newark. First one, the team won 13-4. He went 4 1/3, took a no decision. The last one, last Tuesday, Newark won that game 4-3, and Slater O'Brien took the loss. He's 1-2 with a 5.55 ERA. 2/3 innings pitched, 20 hits, 17 runs, 14 earned. He's walked 19, and he struck out 13. His 19 walks good enough for 6th in the league. First pitch to Pilots, left-handed swinging center fielder Mark McKenna. Misses outside for ball 1. O'Brien will toe the rubber from the windup from his left side, so a southpaw for the Pilots. 3rd consecutive night seeing a left-handed pitcher. The 1-1 now to McKenna. Taken, letter high, counts 2-1. After McKenna, it'll be Graham Hackbarth batting second, playing second. Will Alaka batting third, playing first. Over Torres cleaning up, playing right. Josh Loeffler batting fifth, playing left. Jonathan Parker batting sixth behind the plate. Zach Santoro, the third baseman, batting seventh. Jorge Leon playing short, batting eighth. And after going 3 for 3 with a walk last night, Christian Orr, the designated hitter, will bat ninth. 3-1 fastball swinging is McKenna, and the count is full to the Pilots' leadoff man. McKenna went 0 for 2 last night, was hit twice, and stole a base and scored 2 runs. Payoff pitch. Swung on and fouled back. Count remains full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Pilots won last night in a game where they trailed 3-1 after the first. The next 8 innings scoreless between 3 Pilots pitchers. Payoff pitch to Mark McKenna, misses low, ball 4. So the Pilots have their leadoff man on, which was a theme for them last night. And that'll bring up Graham Hackbarth. Hackbarth batting second, playing second. Batting just 200 on the year. So right at the Mendoza line. First pitch from O'Brien in the dirt. Hackbarth squared to bunt, pulled it back, and took for ball 1. 10 for 50 is the Pilot's second baseman. Wears number 16 from Birmingham, Alabama. Tassin in at third. No bunt. Grounds this one to short. Toso charges it. Gets on a hop. Only play is to first, and he gets it. So a productive out by Graham Hackbarth, the slow roller, the only play for the shortstop Toso at first. So Hackbarth retired, and McKenna moves up to second. And that will bring up the hottest Pilot hitter in their lineup, Will Alaka. Went 2 for 4 last night with a walk and drove in 2. Drove in the Pilots' first run last night with a single and their 5th run last night with a single. Takes first pitch inside for ball 1. It's a 1-0 count to Alaka. There's 1 out, and there's a runner on second. That runner's McKenna. The center fielder reached on a leadoff walk. The 1-0 from O'Brien from the stretch. Swung on and fouled down the right field line. Playable. Riley not able to get there in right. And the count sits even at a ball and a strike apiece. Here on this beautiful 4th of July evening at Colburn Park in Newark, New York. Pilots hosting the Red Wings. From Geneva, the 1-1 to Alaka. Swinging, pitch lined into right. Riley over, will play it on a hop. He'll get the throw in. McKenna will be held at third as the throw goes into first. So a single for Alaka continues his hot swinging. That'll move McKenna up to third. And the Pilots have runners in corners and 1 out. That'll bring up Over Torres. Handed swinging right fielder. Was the designated hitter last night in Onondaga and went 3 for 5. Also scored a run. Has a chance to drive in the Pilots' first run. The pitch takes a fastball down the middle for strike 1. Last week when Slater O'Brien pitched here, went 5, allowed 4 runs through the first 4. Off-speed pitch just off the plate, swung on and missed by Torres. Counts 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Batter over Torres. 0-2 missed low. Counts 1-2. Coming into tonight's action, batting .270 with a .313 on-base percentage. Second on the team with 10 RBIs. Takes low. This one gets away. A lock it down to second. From Jake Evans. And the Pilots have 2 in scoring position. And a 2-2 count to Torres. From Elizabeth, New Jersey. And Yavapai Community College in Prescott, Arizona. 2-2 from O'Brien. Big leg kick, swung on and missed. Strike 3. Torres down swinging. Matter bring up Josh Walford. Handed swinging left fielder, making his 8th start, appearing in his 10th game. This is a designated hitter in the loss here on Sunday night and went 0 for 4. First pitch from O'Brien. Taken low. Ball 1. Bottom of the first here at Colburn Park. No score. But the Pilots threatening with 2 outs and 2 runners in scoring position. Josh Wolfler can break this scoreless tie with a base hit. Takes below the knees and off the corner for ball 2. Wolfler has driven in 3 runs. He has 6 hits on the year and 24 ABs. Batting .250 with a .345 on-base percentage. 2-0. Grounded back to the pitcher, O'Brien. He'll play it on a hop. He'll fire low to first. Scooped by Terwilliger to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 Pilots left on base. We played 1. No score here at Colburn Park on this 4th of July evening here in Newark. 3, 4, and 5, or 4, 5, and 6 when we get back for the Red Wings. It's Adam Donovan. Joseph Tassin, Ben Terwilliger, and Langston Livingston here in the top of the 2nd against Adam Donovan. Pilots stranded 2 runners in scoring position. In the bottom of the 1st, Adam Donovan got his first 3 outs on just 4 pitches in the top. First pitch to Joseph Tassin, the 3rd baseman, misses off the plate for ball 1. Tassin, 28 for 82, batting .341 with a .402 on-base percentage. The 1-0 misses high. Counts 2-0. 9th in the league with the .341 batting average and 6th with 20 RBIs. 2-0, grounded foul. Counts 2-1. To Joseph Tassin. Also ranks 10th in the league with 6 doubles. That's tied with our first baseman, Peter Battaglia. 2-1 pitch misses high, counts 3-1. To the third baseman for Geneva from Bossier Parish Community College. No batting glove look. The 3-1 from Donovan. Missed outside, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on from Donovan. A 5-pitch at bat for Joseph Tassin after throwing just 4 in the top of the first. That'll bring up the left-handed swinging first baseman, Ben Terwillinger. High school senior, going to be playing at Maine next year. He's playing first base tonight for the Red Wings. First pitch, lined up the middle to Leone. He'll make the play for the first out. So a good play by the shortstop, going back on a slow line drive to retire Terwillinger. That'll bring up another left-handed swinger, Trustin Riley. Left-handed swinging right fielder. Batting .350 with a .552 on base percentage. Takes the first pitch off the plate for ball 1. Riley just 2 for 14 against the Pilots this year. That's a .143 on base percentage. Has reached base 12 times though, 8 via walk and 4 via hit by pitch, other than the 2 hits. That's good enough for a .538 on base percentage against Newark. 1-0 pitch missed off the plate. Counts 2-0. Tassin leads off of first. Reached on a leadoff walk from Donovan. 2-0 pitch missed high. Counts 3-0. Tassin has stolen a base and has been caught twice on the year. The 3-0 pitch to Riley. Letter high pitch, ball 4. So the second walk of the inning for Adam Donovan. His 23rd on the year. Sits 2 behind his teammate Jake Bernardo for the team lead. That'll bring up Langston Livingston, left-handed swinging designated hitter from St. Joseph's, Pennsylvania. Just 6 for 26 on the year. It's a .231 average. Here with runners on first and second. Swinging through an off-speed pitch from Donovan for strike 1. Santoro about a step in front of the bag, anticipating a bunt. Rest of the infield is back. Runners take their leads off first and second. There's 1 out. The 1-strike pitch. Checks his swing, but it's going to be a called strike from home plate umpire Jim McLaughlin. And the count's 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes, 2 runners on. Donovan working from the stretch. 2-strike pitch. Breaking ball off the plate, counts 1-2. Tassin leads off second, Riley off first. Both walked. The walks were sandwiched in between by a line drive. Terwillinger for the first out. Slight breeze blowing towards the left field foul line. Unfamiliar as it's usually blowing towards the right. Grounded back to Donovan. He'll flip to Leone. Return throw to first. Not in time. Donovan does his best to get it out. Snabs at a ball. Hit back up the middle. So he gets the runner at second, Riley. 1-6 put out at second base. Langston Livingston takes over at first. So there's runners on the corners and there's 2 away. Parker will give his infield the sign in case of a stolen base attempt from Livingston with the runner on third. Donovan from the stretch, the pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 1. Donovan's second look against Geneva this year. Lost here back on June 16th. Went 5, gave up 5 runs, 3 earned in the 13-4 Pilots loss. Looking to win back-to-back games for the first time all season. 1-strike pitch. Grounded to Leone. He'll go the short way and flip to Hackbarth to end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors in the inning, and 2 Red Wings left on base. Parker, Santoro, and Leone when we get back in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Six, 7, and 8 for the Pilots here in the bottom of the 2nd. No score on this beautiful 4th of July evening at Colburn Park. The sun glaring into the press box here, just off the catcher's right shoulder, right into our eyes over the left field Colburn Park scoreboard. First pitch to Jonathan Parker, letter high fastball, ball 1. Pilots got runners to 2nd and 3rd with less than 2 outs, but a strikeout and a ground out ended the threat. 9 in the 1st. The 1-0 pitch missed, counts 2-0. 2 runners on in the top half. The 2-0. Taken off the plate, counts 3-0. Parker got the night off last night in Onondaga. Caught Henry Martinez and went 1 for 4 on Sunday with a double. Takes a fastball, counts 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike to Jonathan Parker, the catcher. The pitch, thought about it, takes low, ball 4. So Parker walks. The 2nd walk of the night for O'Brien, his 21st on the year. The Pilots have the 2nd consecutive inning. That'll bring up the 3rd baseman tonight, Zach Santoro, from Notre Dame College, a Division II school in Ohio, and Clarksville, Ohio. 6 feet tall, 195. Playing 3rd base for the first time, takes a strike inside for strike 1. Just 3 for 12 on the year in 4 previous games, batting .250. Started at 2nd base in the win on Saturday. The 6-5 win. Went 0 for 4, but played a great 2nd base in a game where Will Frank took a no-hitter into the 9th. Pilots needed a walk-off to win that one. 1 strike pitch. Santoro took low. Counts 1-1. Making his 5th start. The 4 previous were at 2nd. First time starting at 3rd, so Hunter Wells gets the night off. Terwillinger holding on the runner who goes. Parker around 2nd. Now he will stop there. It's a stolen base for Jonathan Parker. And the Pilots have their leadoff man in scoring position. So Parker running on the play. Santoro squared the bunt, pulled it back, and took ball 2. Counts 2-1 to him. We'll see if the bunt sign is still on. Tassin in on the grass at 3rd for Geneva. Rest of the infield is deep. The 2-1. Did not square the bunt and took low. Counts 3-1. 2nd consecutive 3-1 count to start this inning. Geneva comes in 7-7 on the road. Pilots 5-11 here at Colburn Park. 6-11 if you count the exhibition win. The 3-1 to Santoro. Swung on and fouled back. The count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to the Pilots' third baseman. Breeze blowing towards the left field foul line. Unfamiliar to Pilots fans, as it's usually blowing towards the right. The payoff pitch to Santoro, grounded to his counterpart at third, Tassett. They look Parker back, fire high to first. Terwilliger keeps his foot on the bag for the first out.
Now coming to the plate.
So it's 1 away. That'll bring up Jorge Leon. The left-handed swinging shortstop from Hendrix College and Mexico City. Playing short tonight for the first time since Sunday. Went 1 for 2 with a hit by pitch in the Pilots' 3-0 loss to Utica. Barker leads off second. Slater O'Brien working from the stretch. The Jorge Leon lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch taken in the dirt, blocked by Evans to keep it in front of him. Counts 1-0. 12 for 46 is Leon with a .261 batting average and a .433 on-base percentage. Has played second, third, and has been most recently rotating at short with Michael O'Connor since the departure of Tyler Odeker. Barker leads off first, the 1-0, or second, the 1-0 with 1 out. Pitch missed inside, and the count's 2-0 to Leon. The shortstop waits. O'Brien from the stretch, the 2-0. Off the plate, counts 3-0. To Jorge Leon, the left-handed swinging shortstop. The second of 2 lefties that Slater O'Brien will face tonight. The first one he walked. That was McKenna. 3-0 pitch, fastball, strike 1. Christian Orr waits on deck. Three balls, 1 strike, 1 out. The pitch. Swinging, grounded to first. Terwilliger will play it on a hop as Parker moves up 90 feet to third. Leon retired on the unassisted play by the first baseman. That'll bring up the designated hitter, Christian Orr. After starting the season 0 for 23, or 0 for 22, he's 4 for his last 4. Went 3 for 3 with a run scored, 2 runs scored and an RBI, with a double and a hit by pitch in the win last night. Scored the go-ahead run to make it 4-3. The 1-0 to Orr. Missed inside, ball 2. So he's 4 for his last 4, and he's been on base 5 of his last 5 times. Has a chance to drive in the Pilots' first run with 2 away. With 2 up. Letter high fastball, strike 1. Pilots have a hit and 2 walks against O'Brien thus far. 2-1, pitch missed low. Counts 3-1. But the Pilots are 0 for 4 so far, hitting with runners in scoring position. Christian Orr looking to change that. Could do so with a base hit right here to break the scoreless tie. The 3-1. Grounded. Foul. The count is full. The 4th 3-ball count of the inning and the 2nd full count. Barker leads off third. The batter is Christian Orr. Payoff pitch coming from Slater O'Brien, left-handed starter for Geneva from St. Joseph's in Pennsylvania. Working from the stretch, the payoff pitch. Taking low, ball 4. Christian Orr will work a walk. He'll head down to first. And that'll extend the inning for Mark McKenna. The 3rd walk of the night for Slater O'Brien. Sits just 1 walk behind Adam Donovan now. The 2 fighting it out for the league lead in walks. Possibly likely to see both of their names towards the top of the leaderboard. Both ranked in the top 4 coming in. McKenna walked his first time up in the 1st. Here he is in the 2nd. takes a breaking ball on the plate for strike one. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. 4 being held on by at first. Parker leads off third. The 1-strike pitch. Hits McKenna. The 3rd time McKenna has been hit in the last 2 games. And the bases are loaded for Graham Hackworth.
NewarkPilots as number 16, our second baseman for Louisiana Tech, Graham Hackworth.
Bases are loaded for Graham Hackworth. Coming up to the bases with the bases loaded for Hackworth have not been too kind to him this year. But he could put some runs on the board with a base hit. Has driven in 5 runs on the year. The hit by pitch by Mark McKenna was his 5th. 3rd in his last 7 plate appearances. Bases full of Pilots, no hits in the inning. A hit from Hackworth could break the scoreless tie. Takes a strike on the inside corner, counts 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Pilots 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position tonight, but have got the last 2 batters to reach on a walk and a hit by pitch. Takes letter high for ball 1, counts it all even up. Hackworth, the 6th batter for the Pilots here in this inning. Looking to provide some second inning fireworks on this 4th of July. The 1-1. Grounded slowly to third, Tacit. Will bobble it on a hop, and Parker will score on the E5. So no RBI for Hackworth, but the Pilots have a run on the board on the E5 from Tacit. And the score is 1-0. So an unearned run for Slater O'Brien on Joseph Hasson's league-leading 11th error. Bases still full of Pilots. The hitter's a lockup. First pitch swinging, strike 1. Singled his first time up, the 7th Pilot to come up to the plate. Went 3 for 4 with a walk and 2 RBIs last night. A base hit could possibly score 2 here in the bottom of the 2nd. And this one's going to hit him. Hits him on the jersey, and that'll force in a run. So everyone will move up a base. Christian Orr will score from 3rd. McKenna to 3rd now, Hackworth to 2nd. On the RBI for Willalock in the inning for Over Torres. And that will warrant a mound visit from the Geneva pitching coach. Over Torres struck out swinging his first time up. Has 10 runs driven in on the year for the Pilots. A bases loaded base hit could give him the RBI lead. After the leadoff walk to Jonathan Parker, 2 groundouts from Slater O'Brien. With Parker standing on 3rd, a walk, a hit by pitch loaded up the bases. An error on the 3rd baseman, Tassin, scored Parker, and a hit by pitch to Alaka scored 4. So it's McKenna, Hackworth, and Alaka with Torres at the plate, the cleanup hitter, the 8th batter in the inning for Newark. Here in the bottom of the 2nd. The pitch, missed high, ball 1. Pilots have got 5 runners to reach base without the luxury of a hit. And the count is 1-0 to the right-handed swinging right fielder Torres. O'Brien from the stretch. This one misses off the plate, counts 2-0. Nowhere to put Torres. Looking to extend this inning. A 2-out rally for the Pilots. The 2-0. Lined up the middle, off O'Brien's leg. Terwilliger will charge it. It's a single for Torres and an RBI as McKenna comes around to score. And the catcher, Jake Evans, is going to go out and make sure O'Brien is all right. So McKenna scores. Torres picks up the RBI. Hackbarth moves up. And so does Alaka. And now the manager is going to go out and talk with O'Brien. The ground ball right up the middle. Hit off the left foot of O'Brien and bounced straight into the air. Terwilliger tried to charge it and play it and tag Torres. The speedy right fielder, he had no luck getting him. Now O'Brien going to throw some warm-up tosses to make sure he's still all right. 5 straight base runners to reach with 2 outs have led to 3 Pilots runs on the scoreboard. And they're going to leave O'Brien in the game. The batter's Josh Loeffler. Got the invitation to this Pilots party here in the bottom of the second, as they've now batted around against Slater O'Brien. Grounded right back to the pitcher his first time up. Has the bases loaded. Could really break this one open if he could find a gap. Takes the first pitch strike at the knees. Counts 0-1. Loeffler has 6 hits on the year. 4 have gone for extra bases. 2 doubles, and his 2 triples ranked 4th in the league. Fouls back. 1 straight pitch. Counts 0-2. 2 walks, 2 hit batters, an error, and an infield single for the Pilots have led to 3 runs and the bases loaded. And the 9th man in the inning, it's the left fielder, Loeffler. The 2 strike pitch, breaking ball, just got a piece as he fouls it. Almost hits some of the Pilots players in front of the dugout. Counts 0-2. Bases full of Pilots, 3 runs home. The pitch swung on and missed, strike 3. Loeffler down swinging to end the inning, but not before the Pilots get 3. They bat around, they get 1 hit, 2 walks, 2 hit batters, and an error. They leave the bases loaded. We played 2. Pilots lead 3-0. Adam Donovan back on the mound to face 9, 1 and 2. And we get back. So the Pilots get 3 in the bottom of the second on 1 hit, 1 error, and they left the bases loaded. Adam Donovan now working with a 3-0 lead. Bounces the first pitch to TJ Bird for ball 1. Bird just 6 for 36 from Rend Lake Community College, batting 167. The center fielder takes strike 1, counts all evened up. 1-1 pitch missed off the plate. Counts 2-1. Swung on and missed. Donovan goes off speed. Counts 2 balls and 2 strikes. To TJ Bird, the center fielder for Geneva. Breaking ball. Parker will hold it there for Jim McLaughlin to look at. No dice, and the count is full. TJ Bird, 1 for 4 in 2 games against the Pilots previously. Payoff pitch, just gets a piece, fouls it back. Count remains full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The leadoff man, Yohi Ishiyama, waits on deck. The payoff pitch again. Popped up. Santoro at third will give it a look. It's out of play. Count remains full. Here in this beautiful 4th of July evening in Newark, New York, Colburn Park, Pilots lead Geneva 3-0 in the top of the 3rd. Payoff pitch, taken at the knees, ball, strike 3. TJ Bird down looking. Tossed his bat towards the dugout, thinking it was going to be a walk. Instead, it's the first strikeout of the night for Adam Donovan. The number 9 man retired, and that will bring up the leadoff guy, Yohi Ishiyama. Left-handed swinging left fielder, flew out to McKenna on the first pitch from Donovan to start this ballgame. First pitch, ball 1. The 1-0. Missed low in the dirt, ball 2. No hits, just 2 walks and a strikeout from Adam Donovan. Through the first 2 1/3. The 2-0. Off the plate. Counts quickly, 3 balls and no strikes. The 3-0. Fastball from Donovan, who slipped firing off the mound. The count's 3-1. To the left-handed swinging left fielder Ishiyama, who's 0 for 1 tonight. The 3-1. Grounded. Donovan tries to backhand it. No luck. Hackbarth gloves it. Fires to first. It'll be an infield single for Yohi Ishiyama. And the Red Wings are in the hit column. Their first hit, and that will bring up Dominic Tosa. The shortstop, wearing number 1, grounded out to his counterpart, Leone. Back in the first. Here he is in the 3rd. With Ishiyama on first. Donovan throws over. Head first slide back in safely. Ishiyama has stolen 2 in 3 attempts. Letter high fastball from Donovan missed to Toso. He counts 1-0. Working from the stretch. The future shortstop at Bucknell. Ishiyama leads off first, the 1-0. Taken at the knees for strike 1. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on first. Pilots lead 3-0. Donovan's pitch. This one misses off the plate. Counts 2-1. To Dominic Tosa. Two balls, 1 strike, 1 out. The pitch. Off the plate. Counts 3-1. Third 3-ball count of this inning from Adam Donovan. Struck out the first man and allowed an infield single to the second. Now Toso will step out. The 3-1. Grounded to Leone. He'll flip it to Hackbarth. Return throw. In time. Double play. 2 outs for the price of 1. Leone, Hackbarth, and Delaka. No runs, 1 hit. No errors. And thanks to the double play, no Red Wings left on base. Parker, Santoro, and Leone. When we get back in the bottom of the 3rd, Pilots lead 3-0. 6, 7, and 8 against Slater O'Brien. The same start to the batting order as it was in the 3-run second when the Pilots batted around to score 3 on just 1 hit. First pitch, a letter high fastball, strike 1 to Jonathan Parker. The catcher walked and scored a run, also stole a base his first time up. 2 RBIs for the Pilots. Will Alaka's 12th and Over Torres is 11th. The 1 straight pitch. Lined to right. Riley over makes the play to retire Parker for the first out of the inning. With 1 away, that'll bring up third baseman Zach Santoro. Santoro, the 5th different third baseman the Pilots have used this year. So Tanner Huddleston, Jorge Leon, Nick Eli, Hunter Wells, and now Santoro. Third, his first time up, and takes out off the plate. Ball 1. The 1-0. Letter high fastball for strike 1. Huddleston and Eli have since departed. Wells pretty much been the everyday third baseman since his arrival. And Leon on rotation at short with O'Connor. 1-1 pitch, letter high fastball again. Santoro takes. Counts 1 and 2. The third baseman is 0 for 1 tonight. Against Slater O'Brien, the 1-2 popped up. Evans will give it a look, and that's all he'll give it as it lands foul. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Third baseman Santoro. The 1-2. Grounded up the middle over the head of O'Brien. The second baseman Lyle will play it on hop. Fired to first, not in time. An infield single for Zach Santoro. And the Pilots have their 3rd hit of the game.
Shortstop, wearing number 6, Jorge Leon.
That'll bring up the left-handed swinging shortstop Jorge Leon. Rounded out to Ben Terwilliger at first. His first time up. Santoro will lead off first. He'll be held on by the Geneva first baseman. 3-0 Pilots, bottom of the 3rd here on this 4th of July game at Colburn Park. First pitch to Leon, missed inside, counts 1-0. Shortstop tonight for the Pilots, starting his 16th game, batting 8th in the lineup. Checks his swing and takes off the plate. Counts 2-0. Throw over by O'Brien. Santoro scurries back in safely. It'll be a 2-1 count to the left-handed hitting shortstop, Jorge Leon. The 2-0. Grounded up the middle. Lyle will play it on a hop. Glove toss to second. Return throw not in time. So they do get the lead runner, Santoro. And there's 2 away.
To the plate tonight's designated hitter, number 4, Christian Orr. Saginaw Valley State.
That'll bring up Christian Orr. Has reached base his last 5 times up. Make that 6 times up. A hit by pitch, a walk, 2 doubles, and 2 singles. 6 for his last 6. Takes strike 1. Walked and scored a run on a bases-loaded hit by pitch to Will Alaka, his first time up. Against the lefty O'Brien. The future infielder at Saginaw Valley State. 1-0 grounded to third. Tough play for Tassin. And it's a hit for Christian Orr. So he continues swinging a hot bat. And it's a 2-out base runner for the Pilots.
From Canisius College, center fielder, number 25, Mark McKenna.
And that will grant a mound visit from the catcher, Jake Evans. to the pitcher O'Brien. Fourth hit of the night for the Pilots. Second hit of the inning. It's Leone on second and Christian Orr on first. McKenna has walked and has been hit by a pitch. In his 2 plate appearances tonight, he's also scored a run. Lines this one into right. It's going to be a base hit. Leone will round third. The throw will be cut off. Not in time as Leone scores on the RBI single from Mark McKenna. Christian Orr gets all the way to third. On the 2-out single by McKenna. He's reached base all 3 times tonight, and the Pilots extended their 4th of July lead to 4-0. So McKenna, the lefty, first pitch swinging against the lefty O'Brien. Grounds it into right and scores. Leone from second. Orr takes over at third. McKenna off first. He'll be held on by Terwilliger. It's 4-0 Pilots. Threatening for more in the bottom of the third. The pitch bounced in the dirt. Good block by Evans. Counts 1-0. Hackbarth has grounded out to short and reached on an error. The error scored a run. The 1-0. Swung on and foul tipped into the glove. Counts 1-1. Graham Hackbarth, 0 for 2 tonight, drops his batting average below the Mendoza line. The 1-1. Thought about it, but this one will bounce in front of the plate. Evans has to block it, keep the ball in front of him. Counts 2-1. Slater O'Brien on the hill here with 2 outs. In the bottom of the third. The Pilots have scored all 4 of their runs with 2 outs. The 2-1. Taken high by Hackbarth, and the ball counts 3-1. A pitch out of the zone away from loading up the bases. Here in the third. Lines this one into center field. It's going to be caught by TJ Bird to end the inning. But not before the Pilots get 1. 1 run on 3 hits. The big hit, an RBI single from Mark McKenna. 2 men left on base. We played 3. Pilots lead 4-0.
Now up to the plate for the Red Wings. Number 6.
Adam Donovan came back in the top of the third after the Pilots got 3 and shut down the Red Wings. The Pilots added another one in the bottom half, and he'll look to do the same in the fourth. First pitch swinging is Jake Evans. Lines this one to left. Loeffler settles under it, makes the play for a 1 pitch out to start this 4th inning. Passing has misplayed a few balls at third, which have led to 2 Pilots runs. He has an error, and he's walked against Donovan. A strikeout, a hit, and 2 walks from the Pilots' righty. Has looked good so far in 3+. Fires in strike 1. Swung on and fouled back towards the screen. Counts 0-2 to the third baseman, Joseph Tassin. Donovan from the windup. The pitch. Missed high. Counts 1-2. One ball, two strikes. The pitch. Missed high. Counts all even up to twos. So after starting out, no balls and two strikes, Tassin has worked the count even. 2-2. Swung on and missed. Throw down to first from Parker in time. So a strikeout and a 2-3 put out. The second strikeout for Donovan and the second out in the inning. That'll bring up Ben Terwilliger. High school senior, going to be playing at Maine next year. Lined out to Leon at short his first time up. Here he is with 2 outs in the fourth. First pitch off the plate from Donovan. Counts 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. The pitch from the windup off the plate. 2-0. Number 20, the left-handed swinging first baseman. 3 for 19 on the year. In his 7th game, the 2-0. Takes high and the count's 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. To the 5th hitter in this Geneva lineup, Terwilliger. It'll take ball 4. So after getting the first 2 batters retired on 6 pitches, a 4-pitch walk. The 3rd walk of the night for Donovan. And it's a 2-out base runner for Geneva, for Trustin Riley. The left-handed swinging right fielder walked in his first plate appearance. Terwilliger leads off first, being held on by Alaka. Strike fired in from Donovan at the knees. Counts 0-1. Riley with an elbow guard on his right elbow and a shin guard covering his right leg. The 1-strike pitch. Gets the outside corner. Counts 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on first, reached on a 2-out walk. A 4-pitch walk. Donovan's 3rd. Looking to strand him right here. The 0-2. Bounced. Parker keeps it in front of him to prevent Terwilliger from moving up 90 feet to second. Counts 1-2 to Trustin Riley. Livingston, the designated hitter, waits on deck. But Donovan hoping to strand the runner right here. End the threat, the 1-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Riley down, swinging. No runs, no hits, no errors, and the 2-out walk left on base. 3, 4, and 5 when the Pilots get back in the bottom of the 4th. They lead 4-0. Alaka, Torres, and Loeffler here against Slater, O'Brien in the bottom of the 4th. Donovan Struck out 2 in the top half and allowed a 2-out walk. Stranded him. First pitch to Will Alaka taken high, ball 1. In the first and was hit by a pitch to walk in a run in the second. Swings through an off-speed pitch from O'Brien. Counts 1-1. 1-1 pitch to Alaka, grounded into the glove of Tassin. Throw to first in time to retire Alaka. So 1 man down, that'll bring up Overic Torres. 1 for 2 with an RBI infield single tonight. Grounded a ball, a hard grounder, right off the left leg of O'Brien to drive in Christian Orr. Correct that, to drive in McKenna. Christian Orr scored on the Alaka RBI. Off-speed pitch, Torres, first pitch swinging, pops it up. Riley settles under it in right to make the play for out number 2.
Now coming to the plate for Newark.
So the first 2 batters retired here in the bottom of the 4th, and that'll bring up Josh Walker. The right-handed swinging left fielder is 0 for 2 tonight. Struck out with the bases loaded to end the bottom of the 2nd. For 2 against O'Brien. The first pitch swung on and missed. Strike 1. Appearing in his 10th game, starting his 8th. All 8 starts have been in left. Foul tips his ball. 0-2. Correct that. 8 of his 10 appearances have been in left. 1 has been in right. And 1 start has been as a designated hitter. Start as the designated hitter was against Utica on Sunday. 2-strike pitch to Loeffler, foul tipped into the glove for strike 3. So he has struck out for the 2nd time tonight. And Slater O'Brien gets the Pilots 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the 4th. We play 4, they lead 4-0. 7, 8, and 9 against Adam Donovan in the 5th. We'll be right back. Top of the order here for the Geneva Red Wings. In the top of the 5th. Or make that 7, 8, and 9. Not top of the order. Top of the 5th will be Langston Livingston, Jake Lyle, and TJ Bird. All 3 are 0 for 1 against Adam Donovan. 1 hit, 3 walks, and 3 strikeouts for the 6'3" right-hander. First pitch inside to Livingston, ball 1. Langston Livingston, appearing in his 2nd game against the Pilots. He's 0 for 2 and pops this one up. We'll send McKenna back. And Torres, he makes the play for out number 1. So 2 pitches, 1 out as Livingston flies out to Torres. Lost that one in the sun for a minute. And there's 1 away. That'll bring up Jake Lyle, the 2nd baseman. Rounded into a fielder's choice to end the 2nd. Here he is in the 5th. Takes the 55th pitch from Adam Donovan for ball 1. So just over 12 pitches per inning. The 1 out. Fastball just off the plate. Counts 2-0. Working from the windup. The 2-0. Off the plate. Counts 3-0. Three balls, no strikes, 1 out. The pitch. Fastball belt high for strike 1. Donovan on the mound pitching to Jake Lyle. Shutout through 4 1/3. Pilots lead this one 4-0 here on the 4th of July. This one's popped up. It'll send Santoro over. Playable in foul territory. He'll find it, glove it to make. Correct that he did not make the play. Bounced off his glove. Count is full. So Santoro unable to make the play. And it'll give Jake Lyle another pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. The pitch from Adam Donovan. Grounded, past the diving glove of Santoro into left. It'll be a base hit for Lyle. He heads to second. Now he'll stop as the throw from Loeffler cut off by Leone. So it's a 1-out single for Jake Lyle. The first hit since the 3rd. And the Red Wings have a 1-out base runner. For TJ Bird, who struck out looking his first time up. Santoro will step in on the grass at 3rd. Donovan from the stretch. The first pitch. Belt high fastball. Counts 0-1. To TJ Bird, who's 0 for 1 tonight. Lyle leads off first. Reached on a 1-out single. 1-strike pitch. Off speed, swung on and missed. Counts 0-2. For the Red Wings center fielder, TJ Bird. From Adam Donovan. Here in the top of the 5th. Lyle leads off first, being held on by a locker. 2-strike pitch. Popped up. Santoro over, now Loeffler over. Into foul territory. He will run out of room as it lands out of play into the Red Wings bullpen. That'll give TJ Bird another pitch. Count still 0-2. Runner leads off first. The batter is Riley with a 2-strike count. Donovan from the stretch. The pitch grounded to Leone. Glove it on a hop. Flip to Hackbarth. Return throw. In time. Double play to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and thanks to the 6-4-3 double play, no Red Wings left on base. It'll be Parker, Santoro, and Leone when we get back in the bottom of the 5th. Pilots lead this one 4-0. Parker, Santoro, and Leone, 6, 7, and 8. As the sun really glaring into the press box here over the left center field scoreboard here at Colburn Park. No wind on this Bluebird 4th of July night. Pilots lead 4-0. Swung on and missed. First pitch to Parker, strike 1. Walked, stole a base, and scored a run in the second, and flew out to right in the third. He's 0 for 1. Now the 0-1. Breaking ball misses high. Counts 1-1. The second double play from Donovan made it a 1-2-3 inning in the top of the 5th. As this fastball almost hits Parker, misses inside, counts 2-1. Donovan has gone 5, allowed just 2 hits, walked 3, and struck out 3. The 2-1. Lined into right. Riley over, will find it, glove it, and make the play for the first out. So Parker retired as he flies out to Riley for the second time tonight. And that'll bring up Zach Santoro. The third baseman is 1 for 2. The pitch. Belt high, fastball for strike 1. Santoro 1 for 2 tonight, 4 for 14 on the year. Starting his 5th game. First at third. The 0-1. Swung on and missed at a pitch low out of the zone. Counts 0-2. Jorge Leone waits on deck. The lefty Slater O'Brien still working for Geneva. Strike pitch. Rounded to shortstop. Toso will take it on a hop with the backhand. Fire to first to make the play. So 2 former high school seniors for the Red Wings team up to make the play to retire Santoro. First 2 batters retired here in the 5th. 6 batters retired in a row from O'Brien. And that'll bring up Jorge Leone. 0 for 2 with a run scored tonight. The left-handed hitting shortstop waits. Takes letter high fastball, strike 1. Shortstop is 0 for 2 tonight, but has started 2 inning-ending double plays in the field. 1 strike pitch. Breaking ball. That didn't break. Counts 1-1. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error for Geneva. 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Pilots. This one is lined into center. It's going to be a base hit. The left fielder over to cut it off. It's a 2-out single for Jorge Leone. And that will extend the inning for the hottest Pilot in their lineup, Christian Orr. The designated hitter has reached base his last 7 times up. 2 doubles, 3 singles, a walk, and a hit by pitch. 7 for his last 7. Leone leads off first. First pitch to Orr. Looped into right. This one's going to drop. Leone will round second. He'll head to stop right there as the throw was cut off. Throw from Riley. So it's a single for Christian Orr. He's 2 for 2. Back-to-back 2-out singles for Mark McKenna. Leone on second, Orr on first. The leadoff man, McKenna, will dig in. The left-handed hitting center fielder walked and drove it around with a single. So he's 1 for 1 with a run scored and an RBI. First pitch swinging, pops this one up. Bird back, he'll find it, he'll glove it, and he'll make the play to end the inning. So back-to-back 2-out singles are stranded. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 Pilots left on base. We played 5. Pilots lead 4-0.
Giveaway tonight on the 4th of July. Our pizzeria winner.
Top of the order against Adam Donovan here in the 6th. Pilots lead 4-0. Looking to pick up back-to-back wins for the first time all season. Drops a breaking ball in for strike 1 to Ishiyama, who's 1 for 2 tonight. Got the first hit off Donovan in the 3rd. It was an infield single. It's 1-1. Donovan will face the top 3 batters in the Red Wings order to start this 6th. Now the count's 2-1 as the fastball misses high. Ishiyama from Nihon University in Japan. The 2-0. Belt high fastball, counts all evened up. Balls and 2 strikes apiece. The left-handed swinging left fielder Ishiyama. Breaking ball. Counts 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes for the leadoff man Ishiyama. The pitch. Donovan lost him. A walk from the Pilots' righty.
Now coming up,
4th walk
shortstop number 1
issued tonight. Wings have their leadoff man on for the 2nd time tonight. First time since the 2nd. Unable to do anything then. Donovan looking, so they're unable to do anything now. Pitching into the 6th for the 4th straight start. Toso lines this one into right. McKenna back, Torres back. This one's going to be off the wall. McKenna will play it. It's going to be an RBI double for Toso as the throw comes home, and it's not in time. Ishiyama barrel rolls into home, and it's an RBI double from Dominic Toso, and the Red Wings are on the board. So they have their first base runner here, or their first run here tonight.
Now
A leadoff walk, and then an RBI double. And now the hitter's Jake Evans. Has flown out twice tonight. He's the catcher from Alabama Southern. Against Donovan from the stretch. Looks back, throws back to throw. Got him! He picks off Dominic Toso at second for the first out of this inning. Toso did not see Leon coming from behind, and as quickly as Geneva got a run to start this 6th, the first out on the pickoff play. So with 1 out now, the first pitch to Evans. Letter high fastball, strike 1. So Toso retired after his RBI double. 1 strike pitch, bounced. Count 1-1. 4 hits, 4 walks, and 3 strikeouts for Adam Donovan. Through now 5 1/3. The deepest he's gone into a game this summer in his 6th start. Counts now 2-1. Pilots lead this one 4-1. At the top of the 6th here on 4th of July. Fastball just below the belt. Cold strike 2. Counts all evened up. Strikes, 1 out. 1 run home in the inning for Geneva. The pitch. Chased one out of the zone, fouled it back, and the count remains. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just inside from Donovan, and the count is full. The 2nd full count of the inning for the Pilots' right-hander. Pitch. Off the plate, ball 4. So the 2nd walk of the inning. And the Red Wings have a 1-out base runner. An RBI double sandwiched in between the 2 walks. But that runner, Toso, was eliminated on the base paths on a pickoff. bring up Joseph Tassin, the third baseman. Struck out swinging and walked in his 2 plate appearances. Takes high for ball 1. He's also made an error in the field and misplayed the ball that have led to 4 Pilots runs on the scoreboard. Parker will go out and have a conversation with Jonathan Parker. Donovan working from the stretch, towing the rubber on the first base side. Evans leads off first. The 1-out. Could not hold up on the letter-high fastball. It's a strike on the check swing. Counts 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 1 runner on, 1 run home. 1 hit in the inning and 2 walks. The 1-1. Breaking ball at the belt, fired in from Donovan. Counts 1-2. And gets set to fire. The 1-2. Breaking ball. Just inside. Counts all knotted up with 2 balls and 2 strikes apiece. Donovan to Tassin. Evans leads off first. The pitch. Lined into right. Torres will give it a look. It's out of play. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Donovan looks over. Evans leads off first. Now fires the 2-2 from the stretch. Fastball. Tassin lost his bat in the process, and the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. The bat made it all the way to the Red Wings dugout. They'll have to retrieve that. It'll be a 2-2 count again from Donovan, number 22. Runner leads off first. The pitch. Popped up. We'll do it again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. To the third baseman, Tassin. We're here in the top of the 6th inning at Colburn Park on this beautiful 4th of July Tuesday evening. Pilots lead 4-1. An RBI double here in this inning put Geneva on the scoreboard, and now the count is full. So Tassin has worked this count full, and with 1 out, we'll see if the runner, Jake Evans, is going. Alaka's still holding him on. Donovan looks over, runner goes. Payoff pitch, lined into right. Torres over, he'll play it on a hop. Evans had to freeze, wasn't sure if it was going to be caught. So he'll move up 90 feet. 4 straight batters have reached in the inning. And the Red Wings have runners on first and second with 1 out. That'll lead to a mound visit from Jorge Leon, Jonathan Parker, Zach Santoro, and the pitching coach, Bennett Schultz. 4 hits, 5 walks, 3 Ks for Donovan. 1 run home in the inning. That was on an RBI double from Tosa. He was then picked off for the first out. A walk and a single has put the next 2 runners on. And now the hitter is Ben Terwillinger. The left-handed hitting high school senior from Maine, going to be playing in Maine next year. Digs in with runners on first and second. 1 out against Adam Donovan. 2 runners on. First pitch, fouled back. Counts 0-1. So no balls and a strike to Terwillinger, who's driven in 6 on the year. The one-strike pitch off the plate. Counts all evened up at 1 apiece. The only out in the inning came off a pickoff attempt. 2 walks, a double, and a single through the first 4 hitters. This one almost hits Terwilliger. Throw down to second. Almost picked him off, but the throw goes into center field. Both runners will advance on the throwing error from Parker. And now there's runners in scoring position. 2 runners in scoring position, in fact. For Terwilliger, Eddie Fournier beginning to throw in the Pilots' pen. Pilots lead 4-1, the 2-1. Knee-high fastball, counts 2-2. Perhaps they would have had Jake Evans picked off at second on the throw down from Parker, but Leone late covering and the throw sailed into center field, allowed both runners to reach on an error. A breaking ball dropped in now by Donovan, gets to the outside corner for strike 3. Terwilliger down looking for the 4th strikeout of the night from Donovan. That'll bring up Trustin Riley, the left-handed swinging right fielder. 0 for 1 with a walk. First pitch, knee-high breaking ball. Strike 1. Donovan looking to strand these runners on second and third. 1-strike pitch. Missed at the eyes. High, counts 1-1. 1 run in the inning. Geneva looking for more. Donovan looking to end it right here. In the bottom of the 6th, the 1-1. Off the plate. Counts 2-1. Pilots will have Hackbarth, Alaka, and Torres. 2, 3, and 4 in the bottom half of the 6th. The batter is Trustin Riley, the left-handed hitter, with 2 runners on base. That's Tassin and Evans. Both moved into scoring position on errors. 2-1 breaking ball, breaks too late, misses high. Counts 3-1. Three-one pitch. Fastball swung on and fouled back. The count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. To the right fielder, Riley. Donovan, a strike away from getting out of this frame. The payoff pitch. Missed high, ball 4. So Riley will walk to load the bases. That'll bring up the designated hitter Langston Livingston with the bases full of Red Wings. The 99th pitch of the night coming from Adam Donovan with the bases loaded. The pitch just missed, ball 1. The 6th walk of the night from Donovan has loaded up the bases, goes off speed, and gets Langston Livingston to swing through it for strike 1. Bases full of Red Wings. 3 walks, 2 hits, and an error in this inning has loaded them up against Adam Donovan. They also have a run on an RBI double. Donovan looking to limit it. Stares in at Jim McLaughlin, the home plate umpire, as the 1-1 pitch he thought was strike 2 missed for ball 2. Nowhere to put Langston Livingston on the base paths. From the stretch, the 2-1. Hits him in the knee, and that'll walk in a run. So Jake Evans will come around to score from third. It's an RBI hit by pitch. for Langston Livingston.
Now,
And the Red Wings have cut this lead in half.
Second baseman, number 10, Jake Lyle.
The score is 4-2. An RBI hit by pitch with the bases loaded and an RBI double. Tassin moves up to third, Riley up to second. After the hit by pitch, the batter, the eighth batter of the inning, it's Jake Lyle. And now, Jake Bernardo will begin to throw in the Pilots' pen. Lyle is 1 for 2 tonight. If he could find a gap, he could take the lead for the Red Wings. 4-2 in the top of the sixth. Donovan looking to end the bleeding right here. First pitch. Breaking ball, belt high, strike one. That was the first batter Adam Donovan has hit tonight. And the sixth he's hit on the year. Puts him in fourth place. The one-strike pitch. Could not hold up on the breaking ball out of the zone. Quickly ahead, 0-2 is Adam Donovan. Looking to end Geneva's inning right here. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 runs home. The bases are full of Red Wings. 2-strike pitch. Foul tipped off the mask of McLaughlin. Count remains 0-2. Parker will now go out and talk to his pitcher, Adam Donovan. Three walks, 2 hits, a hit batter, and an error. Has led to 2 runs, loaded up bases, and 2 outs. From the stretch, it's Adam Donovan. The 2-strike pitch. Taken just off the plate. And the count's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch. Breaking ball at the letters, missed high. And Lyle has worked this count back even. Evened up at 2. Two straight balls after 2 straight strikes from Donovan. The pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3, inning over. Jake Lyle down swinging to end the threat. But not before Geneva cuts this lead in half. 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error in the inning, and the bases are left loaded. There will be a new pitcher for the Pilots when we get back in the bottom of the 6th. They lead 4-2.
19, Grand Hackbar.
Welcome back. Bottom of the 6th inning. Pilots lead this one 4-2. Geneva got 2 runs back off Adam Donovan in the top half of this inning on an RBI double from Dominic Toso and a bases loaded hit by pitch to Langston Livingston. New pitcher for Geneva. It's number 11, Justin Barr. 6 feet 185 from Pensacola, Florida, and Central Alabama Community College. Making his 3rd appearance. Fires in a strike to Graham Hackbar, strike 1. Slater O'Brien goes 5, 7 hits, 4 runs, 2 of those earned, or 3 of those earned, 3 walks, 3 Ks. In line for the loss. Hackbar takes again, counts 0-2. The Pilots' second baseman is 0 for 3 tonight. That was against the lefty O'Brien. Checks his swing. They're going to ask to see if he did go. Rick Elrod says he did not, and the count's 1-2. 2-2 pitch taken at the knees, strike 3. Hackbarth down looking for the first out here in the bottom of the 6th. Justin Barr, it's his 3rd game, 2 2/3 previous, a hit, 3 walks, 4 Ks. He's 1-0. Has not surrendered a run. We've seen Justin Barr in the field. He's gone 2 for 16. First time seeing him on the mound. First pitch to Alaka. Missed high, ball 1. Singled in the first, drove in a run with a bases loaded hit by pitch in the second, grounded out in the 3rd. Swinging at this 1-0. The first baseman, Terwillinger, will give it a look. It will land out of play. And the count's 1-1. The sun just about set over the left field fence here at Colburn Park in Newark, New York on this 4th of July. Alaka takes at the knees for ball 2. Counts 2-1 to the Pilots' first baseman, Alaka, from Richmond, Virginia, and the University of Virginia. 2-1 fastball off the plate. Counts 3-1. 1 for 2 with an RBI tonight is Alaka. The 3-1. Lined past the diving glove of Toso in the left. It'll be a base hit for Alaka. The Pilots' 8th, and they have a 1-out base runner for Over Torres. Torres, the right-handed hitting right fielder from Yavapai Community College in Prescott, Arizona, and Elizabeth, New Jersey. 6'1", 195. He's 1 for 3 tonight. An RBI infield single sandwiched in between 2 outs. Alaka picked up his 2nd hit tonight and his 6th in the last 3 games. First pitch swinging off speed from Torres, or to Torres. Counts 0-1. Alaka leads off first, being held on by Terwillinger. Pilots lead this one 4-2. We're in the bottom of the 6th. Pitch gets the outside corner. Counts 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, 1 runner on. Swung on and missed at a pitch in the dirt. Alaka will advance. It's a stolen base for him. And there's 2 away.
Now comes to the plate for the Pilots. Left fielder from the University of Connecticut, Josh Loeffler.
The stolen base for Will Alaka, that's his 5th. Has not been caught on the season. Josh Loeffler now will step up to the plate with a runner in scoring position. And now the manager for Geneva going to go out and have a conversation with home plate umpire Jim McLaughlin. Going to accuse Over Torres of interfering with Jake Evans trying to pick up the ball. The same problem happened the other night when Torres struck out and refused to get out of the way on a ball that allowed a stolen base for the Pilots. No luck by the Geneva manager. And that'll bring up Josh Loeffler. left fielder, is 0 for 3 tonight. 2 strikeouts and a ground out to the pitcher. A base hit could extend this Pilot's lead with the locker running from second. First pitch, grounded foul. Counts 0-1. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. The pitch from Barr. Breaking ball, strike 2. Justin Barr looking to strand the base runner at second. 2-strike pitch to Laughlin. Swung on and fouled back. Count remains. The 2-strike pitch. Breaking ball popped up. Toso back, Tassin back, Ishiyama in. The shortstop Toso will make the play a few steps onto the outfield grass to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 Pilot left on base. He played 6. They lead this one 4-2 here at Colburn Park on this 4th of July evening. So Adam Donovan's night is over. Goes 6, gives up 4 hits, 2 earned runs, and will give way to the big 6'4" right-hander from Glenmont, New York, and Fordham University, Jake Bernardo. Bernardo will face 9-1-2 for the Red Wings here in the 7th. Pilots will turn to their bullpen to get the final 9 outs. Their bullpen got the final 9 outs last night. Got 2 innings from Zach Mann and a save from Kyle Griffin. Looking to perhaps get 2 from Bernardo and 1 from Griffin against Geneva tonight. First pitch fastball off the plate. Ball 1. Bernardo comes in the league with 25 strikeouts or 25 walks given up. So the second most walks, and now it's quickly 2-0 to TJ Bird. The center fielder went 0 for 2 against Adam Donovan. From the stretch, the pitch. Fastball gets the outside corner, strike 1. So after 2 straight balls, the first strike from Jake Bernardo tonight. This one almost hits him up towards the eyes. Counts 3-1. Bernardo is appearing in his 11th game. 15 innings, 15 hits, 22 runs, 19 earned, 25 walks, 9 strikeouts. He's 0-2 with a save and an 11.40 ERA. The 3-1. Fastball above the letters, ball 4. And the leadoff man is on as Jorge Leon will go out and talk. Will go in and talk from short to Bernardo. That'll bring up Yohi Ishiyama, left-handed swinging left fielder. Twice, an infield single, and then walked and scored a run. Scored the Red Wings' first run on the RBI double from Dominic Toso, who waits on deck. Third baseman Santoro in on the grass at third. Yogi taking first pitch, strike 1. Did not square to bunt, so Santoro will back up. Play about even with the bat. Bernardo from his stretch. Bird goes. Pitch swung on and fouled back, so hit and run on. And the count's 0-2 to Ishiyama. And now they're going to say they're going to say catcher's interference. The Geneva manager is arguing that that should be the call. As he's saying the bat hit the glove of Parker behind the plate. Jim McLaughlin said it did not. He has the best view out of anyone in the ballpark. The count will remain 0-2. So TJ Bird, who was running on the hit and run, will have to go all the way back to first. It's a 2-strike count to number 2, Ishiyama. From Bernardo. Looks over at first. Alaka holding the runner on. The 2-strike pitch. Breaking ball. Just missed off the plate. Counts 1-2. Bernardo from the stretch. It's a 1-2 count. To Ishiyama. Steps off and fakes like he's going to throw over. Bird freezes for a minute. Then retouches first. Donovan, or make that. Bernardo looks over. Runner goes. 1-2. Fouled back, hit and run on again. The count will remain. So Bird will have to go back to first. Donovan goes 6 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 6 walks, 5 strikeouts, and 2 inning-ending double plays. The 2 runs came in the top of the 6th to cut the Pilots' lead in half from 4-0 to 4-2. Bird leads off first, being held on by Will Alaka. Ishiyama, the hitter, runner goes. Ground ball up the middle. Leon will wait on it, only play to first. He'll make it. A productive out for Ishiyama. As Bird touches second, there's one away.
Now, coming up for the Red Wings. Shortstop, number 1, Dominic Toso.
So good job from Leon, not forcing a play at second as the speedy Bird in safely. Got the sure out at first. Now the batter's Dominic Toso. The shortstop, 1 for 3 tonight, but the 1, an RBI double for Geneva's first run. Looking to drive in runs in consecutive innings, takes low from Bernardo for ball 1. Ryan Allen beginning to throw in the Pilots' pen. No one up for the Red Wings. It's a 1-0 count to Toso. The shortstop. Bernardo looks back. Double checks, now fires the 1-0. Breaking ball grounded to Santoro. He'll glove it. He'll look Bird back. He'll fire to Alaka for out number 2. So a great play by Santoro, making his first start at third. Took it on a hop, looked back Bird to second, and fired to Will Alaka for out number 2. That'll bring up Jake Evans. Against Jake Bernardo. Battle of the Jakes. 2 outs, a runner on. Last time Jake Evans faced Jake Bernardo, hit a 2-run triple off the right center field wall. A lot of people in the stands thought it was a game-tying 3-run home run. It was not. And because it was not a 3-run home run, They only got 2 to cut the score to 4-3. Jake Evans up with a chance to tie it if he could go deep. Parker will go out and talk to Bernardo. Counts 1-0. To Evans, who's 0 for 2 tonight, with a walk and a run scored. Scored a run with the bases loaded on a hit by pitch. He's the catcher for Geneva, facing Jake Bernardo. Looks back, now double checks, triple checks. The 1-0. Fastball just below the knees. Counts 2-0. Bernardo with a walk in this inning, his 26th on the year. Looking to strand that runner on second. 2 runs, 4 hits, 1 error for Geneva. 4 runs, 8 hits, 1 error for Newark. Fastball at the knees, this time strike 1. Counts 2-1. For the Red Wings catcher, Evans. Bernardo on the mound. The 2-1. Grounded to Santoro. Bobbles it and has no play. So an error on the Pilots' third baseman, Santoro, and that will extend the inning. Here for the Red Wings in the 7th. So Bird moves up 90 feet to third. Bird to third. Evans at first. Runners on the corners and 2 outs. Sun has fully set here at Colburn Park on this 4th of July. No wind. Geneva looking for some fireworks here in the top of the 7th. Bernardo looking to hold it. Strike 1 to Joseph Tassin. Ranked 9th or 6th in RBIs with 20. Does not have one tonight. Has made 2 misplays in the field that led to all 4 of their Pilots' runs. Takes high, ball 1. He's 1 for 2 tonight with a walk, a single, and a strikeout. With the no batting glove look. Count will be 1-1 from Bernardo. The pitch checks his swing. They're going to ask if he went around, and Rick Elrod is going to say he did. Count is 1-2. A close one. Parker blocked that one in the dirt. Joseph Tassin could not let it go. And Bernardo's a strike away from getting out of this one. Ryan Allen still throwing. Bernardo from the stretch. Runners on the corners, the 1-2. Up and in. Counts all evened up at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 runners on. The Pilots have a 2-run lead. We're in the top of the 7th here in Newark. The 2-2. This one, same spot, almost hits him again, and the count is full. So that'll start the runner at first, Tassin, with the 3-2. Looking to pick up his third baseman, Santoro, who made the Pilots' second error tonight. The payoff pitch. Runner goes, swung on, and fouled out of play. We'll do it again. Bernardo looking to strand the runners. Santoro made a great play to get Toso out, and then made an error on the next ground ball he saw. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 runners on. Pilots lead by 2. With Jake Evans running on the play, if Tassin can find a gap, he'll likely tie it. Bernardo, hoping that doesn't happen. He'll work from the stretch. The payoff pitch. Taken at the knees. Low, ball 4. And the bases are loaded. Thought McLaughlin was going to ring him up. Started like he was gonna, he did not.
Number 20, first baseman, Ben
And that will extend the inning for Ben Terwilliger. And it'll warrant a mound visit from Bennett Schiltz and Jonathan Parker to Jake Bernardo. His 2 walks have tied Adam Donovan with the team lead, 27 walks. We're in the top of the 7th. And they're going to go to the pen. They're going to pull Jake Bernardo with the bases loaded. Goes 2/3 of an inning. An error and 2 walks load the bases. It'll be Ryan Allen when we get back. Two runs, 4 hits, 1 error on the scoreboard for Geneva. 4 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors on the scoreboard for the Pilots. After a walk to lead off this inning, Bernardo got the next 2 batters retired on groundouts. Then an error from the third baseman Santoro, and a walk has loaded up the bases. That led to a pitching change from pitching coach Bennett Schiltz. The new pitcher will be Ryan Allen, number 24, the 6'1", 165-pound right-hander from Sackett's Harbor, New York, and Eckerd College. In looking to get the final out, appearing in his 5th game. 6 2/3, 7 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned, a walk, a strikeout, and a 5.40 ERA. The work from the windup against Ben Terwilliger, 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. First pitch, gets the outside corner with a fastball, strike 1. A hit with the bases loaded likely ties it. If he finds the gap, they could take the lead. 1 strike pitch, low, counts 1-1. From Ryan Allen to Ben Terwilliger. Working from his windup, the 1-1. Popped up. Santoro back, Loeffler over. Neither of them will make the play. It'll land foul, and it'll be a 1-2 count. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 7th. The Pilots' second pitcher of the inning. It's Ryan Allen. In relief, Jake Bernardo, who loaded the bases with 2 walks and an error. looking to strand the runners and keep the lead. Parker now back behind the plate after the meeting. The batter's Terwilliger. The bases are loaded. The pitcher is Ryan Allen from the windup. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch. Breaking ball, lined into right. Torres over, will not make the play. It's going to hit the wall. 1 run will score. A second will score. They're going to keep it going. A bases clearing double for Ben Terwilliger. And Geneva has taken a 5-3 lead here in the top of the 7th inning in this one. So Bernardo gets pulled with the bases loaded and a 1-2 count to Ben Terwilliger, lined just out of the reach of Ober Torres in right. And Geneva has come all the way back to take the lead. The hitter now is Justin Riley. First pitch, low, ball 1. Riley, 0 for 1, a strikeout sandwiched in between 2 walks. Ryan Allen looks back, the 1-0. Grounded slowly to second. Hackbarth gloves it, flips it with his glove to Alaka to end the inning before Geneva retakes the lead. A bases loaded, 2 out, bases clearing double from Ben Terwilliger gives Geneva a 5-4 lead. It'll be Parker, Santoro, and Leone when we get back in the bottom of the 7th against Justin Barr for Geneva. They lead 5-4. Jonathan Parker, Zach Santoro, Jorge Leone here against Justin Barr in his 2nd inning in relief. First pitch inside to Parker, ball 1. Pilots surrendered the lead in the top half of the 7th on a 2-out bases clearing double from Ben Terwilliger. This pitch misses, ball 2. Terwilliger's night is over as Will Simonite takes over at first for the Red Wings. The 2-0 pitch to Parker. Off the plate, ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes from Barr. Fastball, strike 1. From the windup, the 3-1. Swung on and missed on a fastball. And Barr has worked this count back full. The payoff pitch. Off the plate, ball 4. A leadoff walk to Jonathan Parker. His 2nd walk of the night. And Pilots have the leadoff man on. And that'll bring up Zach Santoro. Santoro made the big error in the top half of this inning that extended it.
Can't hear you, fans. Let's go. Get behind your Pilots.
He'll dig in with Parker leading off first. Tassing the third baseman will come in anticipation of a bunt. He squares a kind of an excuse me bunt. Tried to pull it back, but the pitch was up and in. And he fouled it down the first base line. Counts 0-1. He looked down at his third base coach, Franklin Bush, to see what he wants him to do against Justin Barr. The 0-1. Squares the bunt again and gets it down the first base line. A good one. Simonite will field. He'll flip to the second baseman, Lyle, covering for the out. A successful sacrifice bunt from Zach Santoro. And the tying run is on second.
Number 6, Jorge Leon.
So a sacrifice bunt, 3-4, put out. And the batter will be Jorge Leon. 1 for 3 tonight. He is the shortstop. Takes a strike. Counts 0-1. Singled his last time up. Pilots have the tying run on second after surrendering the lead in the top of the 7th. So Bernardo goes 6 and will take or Donovan goes 6 and will take the no decision. Breaking ball from Barr off the plate. Counts 1-1. Parker leads off second. Leon at the plate. The 1-1. Miss. Counts 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Parker off second. Barr from the stretch. Looks back. Now fires. Gets the outside corner. Strike 2. 5 runs, 5 hits, 1 error for Geneva. 4 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors for the Pilots. The errors by Jonathan Parker and Zach Santoro. Both have batted in this inning. Barr goes to the off-speed to strike Jorge Leon out swinging. And there's 2 away.
Pilots. Tonight's designated hitter.
And that will bring up Christian Orr. After starting the year 0 for 22, has reached base his last 8 times up. A base hit scores a run and ties this one up. Ball misses low, counts 1-0. Barr from the stretch. The 1-0. Bounced. Evans blocks it just enough. And now he's shaken up, so McLaughlin and Simonite will go out and buy Jake Evans some time. Counts 2-0 to Christian Orr. Member of the Geneva staff going out to join Jake Evans, or will go out and talk to his third base coach, Franklin Bush. If Christian Orr can extend this inning, Mark McKenna would be next. Already has an RBI tonight. The center fielder has reached base 3 times. The designated hitter for the Pilots, Christian Orr, 3 times. And now the trainer going to go out and talk to Jake Evans, the catcher from Alabama Southern Community College for the Red Wings. After Parker led off this inning with a walk,
thank Brown Physical Therapy for being here at all.
A sacrifice bunt and then a strikeout swinging has led to the first 2 outs. Jake Evans gets a sip of water, shakes it off, and it looks like he will stay in the game for the Red Wings. It's a 2-0 count coming from Justin Barr. On in relief of Slater O'Brien. O'Brien went 5, allowed 7 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, walked 3, and struck out 3. Was in line for the loss when he left, but 2 runs in the 6th and 3 in the 7th has given Geneva the lead. Pilots looking to re-tie it back up here in the bottom half of the 7th. Christian Orr at the plate with a 2-0 count. and Jonathan Parker the game's tying run at second. From the stretch, it's Barr. The 2-0 is popped up. Lyle back, Simonite back. Lyle, a step onto the outfield grass, will find it, glove it, and make the play to end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors in the inning. And the leadoff walk wasted. We played 7. Geneva leads 5-3 here on the 4th of July at Colburn Park.
'26, Langston Livingston.
Ryan Allen back on the mound here in the top of the 8th. Geneva leads this one 5-4. Ryan Allen was brought in with the bases loaded in the top of the 7th. The bases were loaded by Bernardo. Gave up a bases clearing double on a 1-2 count to give Geneva the lead. First pitch to Langston Livingston, the designated hitter. Fired him for strike 1. Livingston 0 for 2 and has driven in a run with a hit by pitch with the bases loaded. Takes a breaking ball. Counts 0-2. Bernardo goes 2/3 of an inning. Doesn't give up a hit. 2 walks, 3 runs, 2 earned. The 2-strike pitch swung on and fouled back off the glove of Jonathan Parker. Behind the plate, counts 0-2. Kyle Griffin beginning to warm in the Pilots' pen. Picked up a save in last night's win. 2-strike pitch just misses below the knees. Counts 1-2. Pilots have walked 8 batters through the first 7 innings. Have given up just 5 hits. Counts 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Off the plate, 2 straight strikes to start the AB, 3 straight balls, and the count is full. To the designated hitter, Langston Livingston. Batting from the left side. The payoff pitch. Ball 4. Livingston works a walk. He'll reach. And Geneva has their leadoff man on here in the top of the 8th.
Second baseman number 10, Jake Lyle.
That'll bring up Jake Lyle. 1 for 3 tonight with a single and a strikeout. Leadoff man, the designated hitter, on first after the walk. The 9th Pilots walk of the night. At third, Lyle squares the bunt, gets it down. Ryan Allen fields it, makes the play at first, a successful sacrifice, and there's one away. Livingston moves up 90 feet to second base. As Ryan Allen fielded the bunt and fired to Alaka for out number 1. The batter now is TJ Bird. The center fielder started the inning off against Jake Bernardo with a walk in the 7th. First pitch to him, breaking ball at the belt, strike 1. Ryan Allen working from the stretch, looks back, gives it a double take, now fires the 1-strike pitch. This one's lined into left. This one's going to be a base hit. Livingston will score. Riley rounds first. He'll head to second. The throw in from Loeffler will keep him there. It's an RBI double for TJ Bird. And it's 6-4, Geneva leads. That'll flip the lineup back over for the leadoff man, Yohei Ishiyama. Up
Now
for
up.
the third time in consecutive innings.
Yohei Ishiyama.
Geneva now leads 6-4. Pilots in Geneva tomorrow, off Thursday, at Onondaga on Friday, and then host Jamestown and Elmira Saturday and Sunday. First pitch to Yohei Ishiyama, misses high, ball 1. He's 1 for 3 tonight with a run scored. In the left-handed batter's box, the left-handed hitting left fielder. Breaking ball outside, counts 2-1. 2 balls, no strikes. We're in the top of the 8th inning. The pitch gets the outside corner, counts 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Ishiyama. The 2-1. Breaking ball off the plate, counts 3-1. Three balls, 1 strike, 1 out. From the stretch, it's Ryan Allen. Lined up the middle. This is going to be a base hit. Bird rounds third. He'll head home. The throw from McKenna is going to be up the line. Throw down to second to get Ishiyama in time as he came off the bag for the out. So it's an RBI single for Ishiyama. Then he's erased on the tag at second. So there's 2 away, but the second run is home. And the score is 7-4. 7 consecutive runs for the Red Wings.
Number 1.
First pitch to Dominic Toso, missed ball 1. Now he's swinging, counts 1-1. So it's an RBI single for Ishiyama, his first of the night, to score Bird. And then Ishiyama tried to advance to second on the throw home. Parker's throw to Hackbarth covering to retire Ishiyama for the second out. 1-1 pitch, counts 1-2. This one looped into left. Santoro back, Loeffler in. Loeffler will give way to Leone, who makes a circus play halfway on to the left field grass to end the inning. But not before Geneva adds 2 more. 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors in the inning, no one left on base. We head to the bottom of the 8th. It'll be the top of the order for the Pilots. They trail 7-4. Once upon a time, the Pilots led this game 4-0. Thanks to 2 Geneva runs in the 6th, 3 in the 7th, and 2 in the 8th, they need 3, and they're down to their final 6 outs tonight. It'll be McKenna, Hackbarth, and Alaka against Justin Barr. First pitch swinging is McKenna, line, tough hop by the second baseman. It's going to be a base hit for Mark McKenna to start this inning off. He's 2 for 3 tonight.
Now going up to the plate, second baseman number 16, Graham Hackbarth.
That'll bring up Graham Hackbarth. 0 for 4 tonight. Has grounded out, reached on an error, flown out, and struck out looking. Wearing number 16, the future Louisiana Tech Bulldog. First pitch, swinging, pops it up. Ishiyama in left back, still back, finds it, gloves it, and makes the play for out number 1 as McKenna heads back to first. 1 pitch out.
For your Pilots, first baseman number 27 from
for Justin Barr.
Virginia, Will Alaka.
Struck out 3, allowed 2 singles and a walk in 2 1/3 now. The batter will be Alaka. 2 for 3 tonight with 2 singles and was hit by a pitch to drive in a run. McKenna leads off first. The pitch, swinging, lines it just foul. And the count's 0-1. To the University of Virginia catcher playing first base tonight, Alaka. Jake Evans went out to talk to Barr, now will retreat back behind home plate. It's an 0-1 count to Will Alaka. 1 out. The pitch. Off the plate. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 1 runner on. Pilots trail 7-4. Geneva has gotten 2 in the 6th, 2 in the 7th, or 3 in the 7th, and most recently 2 in the 8th to take a 7-4 lead. 7 runs, 7 hits, 1 error for them. 4 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors for Newark. It'll be a 1-1 to Alaka. Swung on and missed. Counts 1-2. Pilots down to their final 5 outs tonight. After, at one point, leading in this game. McKenna leads off first, being held on by Simonette. He goes. Hit and run on as Alaka fouls it back. Counts 1-2. It'll be a 1 ball, 2 strike count to Alaka. McKenna heads back to first after. The hit and run was fouled back off the mask of Jim McLaughlin behind the plate, the home plate umpire. See if McKenna goes again. See if it's still on. It's a 1 ball, 2 strike count to Alaka from Justin Barr. Not going. McKenna takes high, counts 2-2. Alaka will step out and look down towards Coach Bush at third. It's a 2-2 count. Justin Barr steps off. No throw over. McKenna back in safely. Fireworks going on in the surrounding area here at Colburn Park. Here on the 4th of July. A beautiful night here in Newark, New York. This perfect game league matchup between Geneva and Newark. Alaka pops this 2-2 pitch up. Riley in, finds it, gloves it, and makes the play for the second out of the inning. With 2 outs, that will bring up Over Torres, the right-handed hitting right fielder. At the plate. Looking to extend this inning. Pilots down to their final 4 outs tonight. First pitch, runner goes. Throw down by Evans is into center field. McKenna will touch second, and he'll head to third, standing up. A stolen base and an E2, and Mark McKenna is on third. The second error of the night for Geneva. Both teams' catchers and third baseman have now made the 2 errors. Counts 1-0 to Torres. As the first pitch missed. McKenna's now on third, so an RBI opportunity for Over, who swings at an off-speed pitch in the other batter's box. Counts 1-1. He'll step out. 9:31 here in Western New York. Josh Loeffler waits on deck to 1-1. Taken above the letters. Counts 2-1. McKenna leads off third. Tying run still on deck for the Pilots. 2-1 misses low. Counts 3-1. Torres just looking to keep the train moving. A leadoff single, then back-to-back flyouts has led to the 2 outs. The 3-1 to Torres. Breaking ball. Just missed high. Torres works a walk. He's on for the second time tonight.
Now coming to the plate.
And the Pilots have the tying run at the plate. That's Josh Loeffler.
Playing left field, number 5, Josh Loeffler.
The right-handed swinging left fielder is 0 for 4 tonight. And now the Geneva manager is going to go out to the mound to make a pitching change. Justin Barr goes 2 2/3. Gives up 2 walks, 2 hits, and strikes out 3. He's in line for the win here on this 4th of July. Bottom of the 8th, runners on the corners. Josh Loeffler at the plate. Pilots down 7-4. We'll be right back. Justin Barr's night is over. He'll leave with the runners on the corners and the tying run at the plate for the Pilots. He'll give way to Colby Mullins, a right-handed pitcher, 6'1", 195 from Blountstown, Florida, and Andrew Junior College. Josh Loeffler, the hitter, is 0 for 4. In 7 previous appearances, making his 8th, he's gone 8 innings, 13 hits, 5 runs, all earned, 7 walks, 10 Ks. He's 1-1. He has 4 saves and a 5.62 ERA. And this is a save opportunity for the man who ranks 3rd in the league with the 4 saves. Josh Loeffler up at the plate representing the tying run. Just needing to keep the inning going. Make these Geneva pitchers throw pitches and try to get back in this one. Pilots led this one 4-0 after 3. And until the top of the 6th, they were shutting out Geneva. 2 runs off Donovan in the 6th, He was pulled for Bernardo in the 7th. Bernardo goes 2/3 of an inning, gives up 3. Relieved for Ryan Allen, who gave up the 3. The bases were loaded. He gave up a bases clearing double. He's since surrendered 2 in the top of the 8th. So 7 straight runs. It's 7-4 Geneva. We're in the bottom of the 8th. There's 2 outs. Runners on the corners for Laughlin. First pitch from Mullins. Outside. Ball 1. Pilots and Geneva will face each other again tomorrow night down in Geneva. The 1-0. Line to right. Gloved by Simonite. He'll step on the bag at first to end the inning. So Mullins comes out of the pen, throws 2 pitches, and strands the runners on the corners. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 Pilots left on base. We played 8. Pilots trail 7-4.
Number 6, Jake Evans.
Welcome back. Top of the 9th inning here at Colburn Park. Geneva has scored 7 runs in 3 consecutive innings to take a 7-4 lead over the Pilots on this 4th of July matchup here in Newark between 2 Western Division rivals in the Perfect Game League. It'll be Jake Evans, Joseph Tassin, and Will Simonite against Ryan Allen. On in his 3rd inning in relief. First pitch swinging is Evans. He fouls it back for strike 1. Evans, 0 for 3 tonight, has walked, reached on an error, and scored 2 runs. The 1-strike pitch. Missed high. Counts 1-1. So the Pilots are down to their final 3 outs at the plate, and they'll have Parker, Santora, and Leon to do so. That trio has led off in an inning 4 different times tonight. Counts now 1-2 to Jake Evans after fouling a pitch down the first base line. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the lefty. Evans takes high. Counts 2-2. Ryan Allen working from his windup. The 3rd Pilots reliever of the night. Evans thought about it, lays off, counts full. Ryan Allen has given up 3 hits, 2 of them doubles. Strike 3. Jake Evans down swinging for the first out. The first strikeout for Ryan Allen tonight. And there's 1 away in the top of the 9th. That'll bring up Joseph Tassin. The 3rd baseman for the Red Wings. First pitch. Lined into left. Loeffler over, will not get there. He'll cut it off. It's a single for Joseph Tassin. And the Red Wings have a 1-out base runner here in the top of the 9th. That'll bring up Will Simonite. Took over at first base in the bottom of the 7th for Geneva. Relieving Ben Terwilliger, who has the big hit in this ballgame. A bases loaded, bases clearing, 3-run double to take the 5-4 lead. Geneva's since added 2. It's 7-4. They're looking for more. In the top of the ninth, Tassin leads off first, being held on by Alaka. 1 strike pitch, fastball fired in for strike 2. Two strike pitch. Throw down by Parker. Tag from Alaka, not in time. Counts 1-2. Michael O'Connor warming up in the Pilots' pen. 1-2, checked his swing. Did not go around. Counts 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. 1 runner on first. Geneva leads this one 7-4. 2-2. Swung on and fouled back. Count remains. Terwilliger went 1 for 3 with 3 RBIs. And now it's Will Simonite, who took over in the bottom of the 7th in his first AB. Ryan Allen looks over at first. Alaka holding on Tassin. Pitch swung on and fouled back again. Count will remain 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. The pitch popped up. Parker over, Alaka over. Neither will get there as it will land off the base of the bleachers. Count remains 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes coming to Simonite. 1 out. Top of the 9th. Tassin leads off first. Got there on a single. The 2-2. Popped up. McKenna back. Now we'll take a few steps in. He'll find it. He'll glove it. And he'll make the play for the 2nd out in this inning.
2 outs now coming up to the plate for the Red Wings. Right fielder number 21, Trustin Riley.
So Simonite flies out. A single sandwiched in between 2 outs for Ryan Allen here in the 9th. And that'll bring up Trustin Riley. 0 for 2 with a strikeout and 2 walks against Pilot pitching tonight. First pitch from Ryan Allen, strike 1. Ryan Allen got Riley to ground out to second base his last time up. 1 straight pitch off the plate. Counts 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. We're in the top of the 9th here at Colburn Park on this 4th of July evening. The 1-1. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The right fielder, Riley, from the left-handed side, the 1-2. In the dirt, blocked by Parker, counts 2-2. So it's 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Tassin leads off first. The 2-2. Missed inside. The count is full. So with a full count and 2 outs, that will start the runner Tassin from first. The payoff pitch. Ball 4. Trustin Riley comes from behind and works a 2-out walk. And there are 2 runners on with 2 outs for Geneva.
Number 26, Langston Livingston.
And I bring up Langston Livingston. The designated hitter is 0 for 2 tonight, but has a hit-by pitch with the bases loaded to walk in a run. And a run scored. So 0 for 2 with 2 walks is Livingston. First pitch from Ryan Allen. Takes high, ball 1. His second walk came against Ryan Allen. Back in the top of the 8th. Up for his 5th plate appearance tonight, the 1-0. Swung on and missed. Strike 1. Riley and Tassin lead off first and second. The pitch to Livingston. Thought about it. Lays off. Counts 2-1. To the designated hitter for the Red Wings. 2-1. Outside. Counts 3-1. Jake Lyle waits on deck for Geneva. It's a 3-1 count. The pitch. Inside, ball 4. Back-to-back walks. Has loaded up the bases here in the top of the 9th. And now Bennett Schultz going to go out and talk to Ryan Allen, ahead of this AB, to Jake Lyle, who's 1 for 3 tonight. No one warming up in the Pilots' pen, so this likely just to be a pep talk to Ryan Allen. The bases are full of Red Wings. It's Joseph Tassin on 3rd, Trustin Riley on 2nd, and Langston Livingston on 1st. A 1-out single from Tassin, and then back-to-back 2-out walk from Ryan Allen has loaded him. There's 2 outs. We're in the top of the 9th. It's 7-4 Red Wings lead. Looking to perhaps really put this game away. If Jake Lyle could find a gap. First pitch from Ryan Allen. Popped up. Whatever Coach Schultz said worked. Leon will find it, glove it, and make the play to strand the bases loaded. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 3 men left on base. Colby Mullins back on the mound, looking to get the final 3 outs for the Geneva Red Wings here in the 9th. It'll be Jonathan Parker, Zach Santoro, and Jorge Leon. 6, 7, and 8 when we get back to Colburn Park.
Catcher number 23, Jonathan Parker.
Welcome back. Bottom of the 9th. Parker, Santoro, and Jorge Leon for the Pilots. They need 3, and it will be against Colby Mullins, who has 4 saves, good enough for 3rd in the league. Work from the stretch, first pitch to Parker. He'll take a strike. And Parker, not happy with the call, has been behind home plate the whole night with Jim McLaughlin behind him. So he knows the strike zone about as well as anyone could know it tonight. Counts 0-1. 1 strike pitch. Counts 0-2. Back-to-back fastballs from Mullen. Parker 0 for 2 with 2 walks tonight. The 2-strike pitch taken. Counts 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. To the leadoff man this inning, Jonathan Parker. The 1-2. Swung on and fouled off the mask of Jake Evans. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2. Miss high, counts 2-2 to Parker. Just looking to get on. The 2-2. Hits him. So Parker's going to reach on the hit by pitch. The Pilots have their leadoff man on. For the pinch hitter, Hunter Wells.
Number 2.
Santoro goes 1 for 3 and will give way to Hunter Wells, the future Louisiana Tech Bulldog. The pinch hitter, Hunter Wells, waits. First pitch, outside, ball 1. Wells went 3 for 4 with a walk and 2 RBIs in last night's win at Onondaga. It'll be a 1-0 count to him. Parker reached on a hit by pitch from Mullins. The 1-0. Ball 2. Two balls, no strikes, no outs. The pitch. Thought about it, lays off, counts 3-0. To the pinch hitter, Wells. Jorge Leon waits on deck. Against Colby Mullins. Here in the bottom of the 9th. Three balls, no strikes. The pitch. Fastball for strike 1. Mullins from the stretch, the 3-1. Swung on and fouled back. Counts full to the pinch hitter, Hunter Wells. The leadoff man, Jonathan Parker, reached at first on the hit by pitch. It was behind in the count 0-2, then 2-2. Hunter Wells asked for time. It's granted. New shortstop to tell you about, it's Matt Collins for Geneva. The second baseman, Dominic Toso, moves over to second, and Jake Lyle's night is over. The payoff pitch, lined into left. This ball is going to drop. It's going to be a single for the pinch hitter, Hunter Wells, and the Pilots have their first 2 men on here in the bottom of the 9th for another pinch hitter, Battaglia.
Pilots, Peter Battaglia, number 78 from Niagara University.
So Jorge Leon's night is over. He goes 1 for 4 with a strikeout and a run scored. Tying run at the pit plate for the Pilots, that's Battaglia. Wells and Parker's runs don't mean anything if nothing happens with the next 3 guys. But the Pilots have started this rally off right with the first 2 on. Now they have Battaglia up. Third baseman Tassin even at third with the bag. First baseman is in. First pitch swinging by Battaglia. Tried to tie this game up on that one. Counts 0-1. 1 strike pitch, grounded foul. Counts 0-2. Battaglia 23 for 81 on the year, batting .284 with 11 RBIs. He's also doubled 6 times which is good enough for 10th. His 3 triples rank 3rd. The 2-strike pitch to him. Breaking ball at the letters high. Counts 1 and 2. One ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 9th. The pitch to Battaglia. Swung on and fouled back. Count remains 1 and 2. Battaglia looking to keep the train moving. Parker and Wells lead off 1st and 2nd. 1-2 misses high. Counts 2 and 2. To the pinch hitter here, Peter Battaglia. Have not seen Battaglia in the lineup since Elmira. The 2-2. Taken high, ball 3. He went 1 for 5 with a double in that one, and now has a full count. If he reaches, likely pulled for a pinch runner. Christian Orr waits on deck, the youngest pilot. Pilots looking for some 4th of July fireworks here at Colburn Park in the bottom of the 9th. The 3-2. Popped foul. Count remains full. Three balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. 2 runners on. Battaglia at the dish. Against Mullins, the payoff pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Blew a fastball right by him to retire the pinch hitter, Peter Battaglia.
Now coming up to the plate, tonight's designated
That'll bring up the designated hitter, Christian Orr.
Saginaw Valley State.
He's 2 for 3 with 2 singles, has reached base 3 times with a walk for the other. Strike 1 to the youngest pilot, Christian Orr. The 1-strike pitch coming from Mullins. Letter high, ball 1. Mark McKenna, the center fielder, waits on deck. 2 for 3 tonight, has reached base 4 times. 1 out, 1-1 count. 2 runners on. Tying run at the plate. That's Orr. Mullins pitch. Lined. Past the diving glove of the first baseman, Simonite. It's a base hit, and the bases are loaded here in the bottom of the 9th. Parker moves up to 3rd, Wells to 2nd, and the tying run, Orr, is at 1st.
Let's get louder out
and
here.
The batter is Mark McKenna.
As center fielder number 25,
the left-handed hitting center fielder will have to wait. It's a mound visit from the Geneva pitching coach. The entire infield will join. There's 1 out. We're in the bottom of the 9th. Tying run for the Pilots is on 1st. They once led this game 4-0 through 5. 2 runs in the top of the 6th, 3 in the 7th, and 2 in the 8th have led to 7 unanswered runs for Geneva. They lead 7-4. 2 outs away from victory. With their closer Mullins, ranked 3rd in league in saves, looking to get the final 2 outs. The Pilots looking for some 4th of July fireworks here at Colburn Park. Bases are loaded for Mark McKenna. 2 for 4, an RBI single, or 2 for 3 with an RBI single and 2 hit by pitches. Swings through the first pitch. It's strike 1. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Bases full of Pilots. The 1-strike pitch. Lined into left. This ball is going to be caught. A diving catch by Yohei Ishiyama in left. Retires McKenna. A risky play by the left fielder, Ishiyama. And the Pilots are down to their final out. That's Graham Hackbarth. 0 for 5 tonight. First pitch takes ball 1. Just looking to keep the train moving. Bases full of Pilots, tying run at first. The 1-0. Lined into the jumping glove of Will Simonite to end the game. So with the bases loaded and 1 out, back rockets off the bat of the Pilots hitters into the gloves of Red Wings defenders, and they're gonna escape with this 4th of July win. In the bottom of the 9th, no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and the bases are left loaded. We will be in Geneva tomorrow night to face the Red Wings. Signing off on this 4th of July here at Colburn Park. I'm Frank LaSala, the Newark Pilots Radio Network. Good night.